I'm back again at the same place, my dear friend. Different time, Positive things I'm going to talk about today. Positive things. I don't want to complain. And not I don't want to complain, I complain rightfully complain and justify in it. Do you understand what I'm saying when I complain about this football club, of course, and other guys? But today I am very surprised on one player. Of course, I'll come to him, Robert Sanchez. And another player, I'm very disappointed, and I just don't know what happened to Kopama. The game was good, right? I was watching the game, brilliant. We played from minutes to end. It was just fantastic, and I've never spoken that in a long time. I've never spoken that. I was watching the game. I'm watching Kopama, the way he's moving and the east touch, and it's just the guy is lost. The guy is lost. He's stinker. He put on a stinker performance today. Oh my God. The guy cannot even shoot anymore. The guy is just, if you look at his face, it's down. If you look at Kopama's face, it's down. Somebody need to lift up Kopama. Something has happened to the kid. Something has happened to the kid because there's no way. The guy was brilliant. He was scoring week after week or giving assists or getting involved in the game. Everything is gone. The guy cannot anymore. Cannot penetrate. He cannot dig the ground. The ground is soft, but he cannot dig it with his own hands. He used to dig with his own hands, but the guy cannot do it. Something has happened to Kopama. I know he's young, he'll pick up, but if you don't score goals after how many months? It feels like a decade. It feels like a decade. No Kopama goal. I was hoping this is a game he'll score. I was hoping, but Jackson ended up to score after 4 months. Yeah, if I remember. And look, that's a confidence come back in Jackson again. So that's good to see. He scored a very striker goal, and that's how a striker need to score goals. The striker need to shoot and then boom in the corner. That's exactly a striker goal, and I'm so happy Jackson scored that. His confidence is going up after that, as I said. Now Kopama, come back to him again. It's just weird. I don't understand what happened. The guy was a best Premier League player, of course. I don't know what I was saying there. Last season, fantastic. This season, when the game started, fantastic. But now, stinker. Everything about him, stinker. Wow. Anyway, Enzo Malasca was on a red card, right? 2 yellow cards and 1 red card, if I remember. And he's sitting down where we couldn't even see him, and I don't think he saw the game properly. He was in the shade, right? Like this. Yeah. Now, when you go back to the guy, Robert Sanchez, as I said, Robert Sanchez was fantastic today. And everything he did today was good. Let's just put that there. And we don't even case or say anything about Robert Sanchez today. Robert Sanchez saved Chelsea. Those goals, those shots, not goals. Of course, those are goals if he didn't save them, right? He did save a lot of goals. He did save a lot of shots from Everton players, and that's what it is. He does that. He's a good goalkeeper in terms of shot stopper. He can just, somewhere, you're like, oh my goodness, Robert Sanchez, out of this world. This is what I was saying. I was like, oh wow, out of this world. He just did a very good job today, and his ball on the feet is just magnificent. It was fine. Maybe, just maybe, this is where now we start seeing Robert Sanchez mistake free, right? Just maybe this is it. You never know. You just never know. He was fantastic. For me, he was a man of the match. Robert Sanchez. And that is so surprising to me to say Robert Sanchez is man of the match. Unbelievable. Wow. What happened today? What really happened? Robert Sanchez is a man of the match for me. You know, other people can say Jackson score a goal, man of the match. Yeah. But Robert Sanchez, he made it that game to be nil-nil. Everton goalkeeper Pickford was fantastic. You know, Madueke could have scored 2 goals today. This game could have been 3-0 if it wasn't for Pickford brilliant save. Those 2 shots, Madueke, just crazy, right? Both goalkeeper they were fantastic, but Robert Sanchez was more good. Was very brilliant. And you see how when you have good midfield, you see how the balance and the technical and what is that Thomas Tuchel like to mention, the momentum, you know, and the physicality. This is what Thomas Tuchel like to say when you win the game. All those stuff. You saw that in the midfield, right? Lavia. I did not expect Lavia to start, to be honest. I did not expect that. Of course, I did not see the press conference because I stopped watching the press conference because of Enzo Maresca keep saying things that doesn't make sense in the press conference. He kept saying things that it's just like, what are you doing? You know, stop saying the traitors. You just too much. I stopped watching press conference because of that. So maybe he mentioned Lavia in a press conference, his feet, and he'll be able to have some minutes. Maybe he did. Did he sub him off? I don't think so. I think Lavia finishes 90 minutes. I think he did. As I said, I was watching Kopama today. I wanted to see Kopama. Every time the ball goes to Kopama, I'm watching his movement. I'm like, the guy is broken. He's broken. He needs help. He needs help. You know? Emergency. Kopama needs emergency. Emergency on the guy. Somebody needs to feed him something that he will wake up and maybe give him a drink or something so he wake up, you know. It's not funny. This is not good. Not good. Above all, we played better. And if you look at the table, this is good win. This is a very good win, and these guys needed this win. These guys, I will say these guys because they are the one who play football on the pitch. And I won't say Chelsea because it's not like when you look at where we're coming from. This is not Chelsea Football Club. This is something I don't know, IG or AG or KJ, something like that. I don't know. This is weird. It's not Chelsea. So I'm just gonna say the boys needed this win, and you can see on their faces, you can see on them, you know, actions and their emotions. You can see how these guys really needed this win, and they deserve it. They absolutely deserve it. I'm glad about that. You know, I'm talking about this because I don't want to talk about the Karate. The Karate, they have their own problem, and the problem they bought into this football club. Yeah, that's another topic itself. I'm just talking about the win, you know, and how the players did good today, not yesterday, today in this game versus Everton. That's what I'm talking about. And as I said, if you look at the table, 60 points, and we're number 4, Nottingham Forest number 5. Newcastle, they're playing with Ipswich. If they win, they go number 4, we drop to number 5. That's what it is. It's a top 4 race. Now, if you look at this, the schedule we have right now, it's a very difficult schedule. We have to play Newcastle, Liverpool, and who else? Not Tottenham. Man United. And you know Man United versus Chelsea, it's just draw, 0-0, 0-0. It's just like that. You know, how many draws have we drawn versus Man United? You can go and search on the internet, I think 10 times or 12 times, something like that. 1-1, 0-0, 1-1, 0-0. It's just like that. It's boring to watch those 2 games because you know it's going to be draw. Yeah, let me know down in the comment. What do you think about Chelsea winning today? And we go 60 points, 1 point behind City, of course. It's so funny when I look at Nottingham Forest, the way they are performing, and they slowed down a little bit. You know, Nottingham Forest, they were number 3 at the table. And they were comfortable. They were just loving life. And now they are dropping to Europa League, even to Conference League if they're not careful. The only thing to do now is to win all the games. Even Chelsea is to win all the games. You don't want to lose. If you lose, you don't play the Champions League football. That's what it is. So, yeah, I'm done, guys. Subscribe to IFC, hit that notification bell, and I will see you soon. Have a lovely day. God bless.